What's up, YouTube Nation? It's Drew from DEO Productions, and today I have yet another video for you. But if you haven't, go ahead and check out some of the previous videos up above. And if you liked them, go ahead and like this video and check subscribe so I can keep bringing great content to you. Let's talk about Fitbit for a second, shall we? So Fitbit is a company that designs fitness trackers. They have a slew of them, from the Charge 2, the Ionic, the Alta, and now this one, the Fitbit Versa, which is their latest addition to their lineup. Fitbit Versa is said to be, well, versatile. It's supposed to be for men and women, big and small, so that it can fit on just about everybody's wrists, and really it is designed to do that. Let's talk about that design for a second. This is going to be a updated version of the Ionic, really. The Ionic was their first attempt at a smartwatch, and although it was very good and feature-packed, the price set a few people back, and then the design overall, the bigger, bulkier bezels, and the bigger band. It was thick, it was kind of heavy, it was chunky, and I think it fell out of favor probably because of those reasons. This is Ionic 2.0. So this comes in at a little cheaper price even. It comes in at $199. Now this is the normal version. There's also a special edition version which features NFC near field communication for their use of Fitbit Pay, and also features a cloth-like band. So the overall design is it's good. It's got anodized aluminum chassis. It's got Corning Gorilla Glass 3.0 on the top with a Fitbit logo underneath. It's got 3 buttons, one on the left side, which is your home button, and a long press will bring up your notification section. On the left side, you have the top button, which it doubles as your exercise shortcut buttons, and on the bottom is your alarms button. On the back, you have the nice flush body mounted heart rate sensor, very much improved from other models. I do enjoy this. It's not going, if it's tight on the skin, it's not going to leave marks in the skin like some of the other sensors did. I really enjoy this particular design, and it's much improved, like I said. Colors you're going to get in this, you're going to have this option, which is a gunmetal gray. You're also going to have a new rose gold option as well as a silver option. Pretty good color choice. Again, it's versatile. It's going to fit towards the ladies and the men. Nice to have a bunch of different color options. This, of course, is the gunmetal gray option. So let's talk about the silicone band that is attached to it. It's okay. You can definitely change it out. This one is the standard one that comes on it. Definitely a little plasticky in my eyes. Like I said, when I did the unboxing video, which you can check up above, I wasn't a huge fan of the actual band itself. I felt like it was a little plasticky. But overall, it's pretty good. You can change these out. That's one thing that they're starting to get better with. You have customizable bands now, which add about $50 to $100 to the price. But you have a leather band that you can get. You have a cloth band that you can get. You have different colors of the silicone band. And we'll talk about it more in a second when I get to some of the things I didn't like overall about the tracker. So the screen, the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 is going to be on top. It's going to have rounded edges that seamlessly fit into the anodized aluminum body. Overall, this is a really vibrant, bright display. This is 348 by 250 pixels, and it has 1,000 nits. That is a lot of nits. And what does 1,000 nits get you? Well, it gets you a lot better brightness. So when I was outside, I noticed that I didn't really have a huge problem seeing the display. A lot of other trackers and things, I actually had to shade my eyes when I was in direct sunlight. Even though the Corning Gorilla Glass does give a bit of a glare in direct sunlight, I was not seeing myself shading so much. I was able to turn the wrist and see the display absolutely beautifully. Of course, I have a watch face right now that features a nice bright time and date, and then the steps and the calories and the BPM there. So it's nice, it's vibrant, it's green. Some of the other watch faces probably won't do as well in the sun. You just have to kind of choose a watch face based on the condition that you're going to be in most often. So the screen is absolutely beautiful. It really is. I have no problems with this. This is probably the best feature of it. Now, the only downside to it, and I'll get to it later, is the bezels. We'll talk about those in a bit. So some of the specs that you're getting are obviously that aluminum, anodized aluminum with the glass fascia, that Corning Gorilla Glass 3. You're getting a 348 by 250 pixel display. you're getting a 4-day 145 milliamp battery, 2.5 gigs of onboard storage for music. That's with Deezer integration. You're getting 50 meters of water resistance, always good to have water resistance. Fitbit 2.0 OS, Bluetooth 4.0, connected GPS, which means there is no onboard GPS as there was on the Ioniq, and NFC, which is near field communication, and supports, of course, Fitbit Pay, which is not on this particular model. You have to spend for that extra $30 to get the upgraded model. So in terms of fitness tracking, it's going to track all the standard stuff here. It's going to track stairs climbed, steps taken, constant all-day heart rate, sleep, calories burned, distance traveled using the aforementioned connected GPS. And for women, it can even track your ovulation cycles. Definitely an interesting tracker there. Of course, this is going to be versatile. It's going to be for men and women, and I think it is going to appeal to a lot of people. So in terms of the smartwatch capabilities, this is not going to be as robust as the competition that do direct smartwatch. The Fitbit App Store does say they support 500 different apps, so that is pretty cool, although I can't see a lot of them being loaded on this. I think, if anything, this is more of a beginning smartwatch. It has smartwatch capabilities, but the fitness is probably going to be the biggest thing that it's going to, be known for. Again, this has a lot of different apps you can put on it now. You can put calculator. I'll scroll through the App Store on my phone so that you can kind of see what apps are out there. Starbucks, Strava, Deezer, a lot of different apps, and even the weather. But of course you could choose clock faces that will work with these apps and such like that. I was never a huge person into the smartwatch features. It's nice to have the basics like call notifications, email, text, weather, calendar, and alarms, which this does have. But I didn't use a lot of the apps because, let's face it, you're talking about a 340 by 250 pixel display. What could you possibly need to see besides maybe a glance at the weather, call notifications, or text? Of course, you can't take calls on this. You can get the notifications, but you're not going to be able to take the calls on this. You're going to be able to swipe and answer probably and get to your phone. Not like as robust as, say, Apple Watch. So in terms of the smartwatch features, it's not going to compete directly with Apple, although it's kind of putting its foot in the door, and they're definitely growing. Lots of apps now, definitely getting a respectful amount. Well, things I do like about this are the screen is absolutely gorgeous. I really do like that it is slim, it is sleek, it's really grown on me. Additionally, when it came out of the box, I was kind of like, this kind of feels a little cheap. But the price is really good and it's hard to beat. Having to pay that extra $30, I would if you did want Fitbit Pay and some of those bands and things like that. But really, you're just paying $30 for Fitbit Pay. So I don't use it that often. I didn't even use it on the Apple Watch. So I didn't really spring for that option. Things I don't like out of the box, I felt like, again, it was just a little bit chintzy. It is $200. It's not $350. It's not $700. It's not going to have a stainless steel design. It's not going to have a bunch of weight to it, and that's really what this is for. This is for more active people. So if design is something you're looking for, this is really good. But I would probably replace the band if you didn't like it. I'm okay with it, but I would probably maybe get something a little different. It does feel a little bit plasticky out of the box. I do like that the heart rate sensor is flush mount to the body. That is really nice. It's not going to leave marks on your skin. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of is the charging. Of course, charging on this is done via a cradle that you have to rest it in the cradle and then plug it in via USB. They don't include the adapter out of the box from USB to the wall outlet, so it is what it is. I think that most of them should somehow include wireless, but for the price that you're paying and the features that you get on this, and that next step up would probably be the Ioniq or something like that if you wanted to go with the full smartwatch and overall better. So the app is awesome, let's be honest. Being able to see your deep and REM sleep on there, being able to see all your daily goals. It is bright, it is colorful, it is easy to use. Another huge plus for the actual Fitbit brand. Working out with this was easy. It did not slip up and down the wrist. Even with moisture underneath the band, it did not slip very much, so that's a plus for the silicone band. No problems whatsoever. It was light, it was airy. I barely even noticed it was there. And of course, if you got to go from that to maybe a dinner party or something like that, you can always just change out the bands. That's a huge plus in my book, especially with these smartwatch. These days, you really want something that doesn't look like a fitness tracker. Even though out of the box, this doesn't really fit the mold for a fitness tracker, it definitely looks more like a watch than a Fitbit. But being able to change those bands and customize things like that is a sure plus. Overall, this is a really awesome device. You aren't going to get much better for the price that you're going to pay in terms of smartwatch features out there, as well as the fitness. In terms of fitness, this is king. Fitbit does it better than just about anybody else. Like I said, working out with it, everything stays on track. Everything is within 2 to 4 beats per minute of a real connected heart rate strap. Of course, Bluetooth does not support the heart rate strap like the Apple Watch does in pairing, but it is what it is. I absolutely love this design. Beautiful screen, good glass on the front, makes it look very elegant, very light, sleek design. Probably going to be lighter than all the competition out there, besides maybe some of the other Fitbits in its own lineup. But for $200, you're getting a lot in this, both in terms of fitness features and smartwatch features. Well, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I've told you about all the specs, my feel, the fit and finish of this device, and the Fitbit Versa. Of course, check out the unboxing video I did up above so you can get both stages of the actual review itself. I've got another couple videos coming up here real soon, so make sure you tune in, subscribe, hit like, comment on the videos so that I can get a feel for what you guys are wanting to see and what you guys are liking and not liking about my channel so far. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for following DEO Productions. Peace.